Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Metabolism and Menopause podcast. My name is Stephanie, and I am your host and CEO of VitalityOET. We are a women's nutrition, health, and fitness company that focuses predominantly on women's hormones, particularly as they start going through perimenopause and onwards. We know that you start experiencing so many changes in this time of your life, whether it be hot flashes, night sweats, irritability, brain fog, or that waking around the middle that seems to have come out of absolutely nowhere, despite you not changing anything. So you go back to those tried and true methods of cutting calories, cutting carbs, doing a bunch of cardio, yet nothing seems to be working. In fact, you're putting in all this effort and it feels like you're actually moving backwards. But we know now that your body is inherently different now that you've gone through these hormonal changes. So our mission here at Vitality is to help you really understand how your body changes in this time of your life so you can reach those health and fitness goals, feel in control and at home in your body again, live a life full of vitality, and really understand how to take care of this new body of yours. So today, I have a fun topic. How to eat healthy when you hate cooking, or you just don't have time, or you just don't feel like it, or you just don't want to, right? We've all been there. So how can we eat healthy? Step number one is we need to define what healthy eating is first. So the truth is if you asked 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, you are going to have a very wide array of what people think eating healthy looks like, right? There's going to be a ton of different answers, and it's going to vary a lot based on a few different categories. So like cultural background, your socioeconomic status, food allergies and preferences, sensitivities. So, let's look at cultural background to start. Someone, let's say from Asian descent, is likely going to eat very differently than someone who, let's say, is German, Ukrainian, right? My family is Latin, and a few staples are like salad, very big because it is hot in Argentina, right? And you don't want to heat up your house with an oven if you do not need to. So barbecuing stuff, very, very popular. So anything you can barbecue is like pretty big for our family. It was growing up. So for us, it was like we would have salads, beef, chorizo, potato salad, things like that that don't actually involve the oven that much. And it's just because that's how we grew up, right? So it was healthy to us. But for some other people, they might look at it and be like, absolutely not. Potato salad, there is no way that that is healthy. But that is like a staple. It is. Some of my friends who come from Asian descent, they eat a ton of white rice, and it is a staple in most of their meals. However, a lot of people think white rice is terrible for you, but it's not. I eat lots of white rice because I think brown rice is gross. It's grainy, it's cardboardy, it's just not the same. And as long as you're eating it with something to balance your blood sugars, you're fine, right? So I have friends who are Ukrainian and they love their pierogies and sausage. So delicious. Growing up in a small farming town in Canada with 1,000 people. My hometown has 1,000 people. You heard that right. The staples were meat, veggie, potatoes. And some people think that's wrong. And it's not. I have friends from India who eat a lot of rice and naan and curry, and that's healthy. So cultural background and how you were raised is going to play such a huge role in what you eat, what you enjoy, what you view as healthy or not, right? Even desserts, looking at different countries and even just different areas within countries. What people have for dessert is very different, right? Then we have socioeconomic, and let's face it, not everyone can afford prices at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, right? They can't afford the fresh fruits and the veggies or the leaner cuts of meat. So there would be a greater reliance on some more affordable options like frozen and canned and dried goods. And there's nothing wrong with that. So understanding that access to food is also going to greatly influence what healthy looks like, right? And then of course we have food allergies and sensitivities. Dairy is not inherently unhealthy, right? Cottage cheese, super great for you. But for some people, Milk products can cause inflammation, right? Which is not healthy for our body. Soy, for some people like myself, cannot have that. It has huge amounts of inflammation in my body. So we have to kind of let go of this black and white thinking, because there is so much room for variance based on a ton of different circumstances, right? So there really is no size fits all when it comes to, what is healthy eating. But there are some building blocks that you want to ensure you have, regardless of, cultural background, socioeconomic status. There are still some staples that we want to follow that will help you achieve that, right? So protein at every meal, that's a really big one. We want to aim for like 20 to 30 grams per meal. Or if you're counting macros and calories, we're looking at 0.8 grams per pound of body weight or goal weight, right? So how do we incorporate protein for those of us who do not enjoy cooking, right? And we all go through phases where you just don't wanna. You just don't want to, right? I have been in this phase for a while. I enjoy cooking, but Taylor has been doing most of the cooking, almost all the cooking exclusively, because I just don't feel like it. And luckily, he's very okay with that and he's enjoying it and it's wonderful. Otherwise, we'd be, leaning more towards these options, and we do utilize them sometimes. So how can you incorporate protein when you don't want to cook? Frozen burgers. Oh my gosh, so easy. I used to put them in the air fryer or the oven when I was single. This is something I would do all of the time. So easy. And you can find healthy burgers. If you go to the grocery store, just look at the ingredients. The one that just has the least amount of stuff in it and comes from lean sources, that's the way to go, right? Rotisserie chicken. You don't even have to cook it. You can shred it. You can toss it into wraps and bowls and things like that. Hard-boiled eggs, very easy. Pre-cooked sausage or other meats that are already done for you. If you go to the grocery store, yes, you're paying for convenience, but you can buy stuff that's already cut and cooked and prepped, and you can just toss it into whatever you want. Having bulk cooked ground beef. So we have an Instant Pot. If you have not cooked ground beef in an Instant Pot, it is life-changing. It is so fast, way faster than cooking it on a stovetop. Doesn't heat up your whole house. Then you only have to clean the one little bucket and that's it. It's great. And then you can freeze that or put it in your fridge and put it in whatever, right? Frozen fish, also a great option. I used to buy lots of the frozen salmon fish fillets, or even some of the ones that are already seasoned in the frozen food aisle. You can look in there and there are some that are actually really great for you. So look for ones that are higher in omega-3, lower in saturated and trans fats, but there are so many different options, and sometimes just having that little bit of seasoning variability can go such a far way. It's really great. Some snacks like jerky is always a great one, turkey pepperoni sticks. You can do cottage cheese, legumes, quinoa, frozen shrimp. I used to actually go to Costco, again, when I was single, and I would buy frozen sliced roast beef or seasoned shrimp, things like that from Costco or other grocery stores as well, where you could just dump it into a pot and then you cook up some whatever you want on the side and you're done. Or you can even just microwave it in a glass bowl. I would do that with some of the shaved roast beef. Just pay attention to the packaging. So looking for something that is lower in saturated and trans fats, very important. Okay, so low in those. Higher protein options, right? And then just seeing the serving size as well. Because it might be oh, you get this much protein or this much calories per serving, but the serving might be super tiny, right? Or it might be super big. So paying attention to what that looks like to help you make some better informed decisions. But honestly, the air fryer was amazing. I loved it so much. Or having a little George Foreman or panini press kind of thing too, to cook chicken very quickly. I used to do that in university in my dorm. So there's lots of different options for higher protein. Utilizing some dairy products can be helpful too, higher protein yogurts. So I personally like Icelandic yogurt. It's higher in protein. It's thicker. You can buy lower fat options. It's great. So that's rule number 1, protein. So that's a nice, good list of no cook proteins, which are awesome. Okay, the next one is carbs at every meal, which people are like, what? Yes, carbs at every meal. If you're struggling with energy, you probably need some more carbs or some more calories. But just understanding how to eat those so that you're having good, healthy blood sugar response, since that is something that a lot of women in perimenopause do struggle with once estrogen goes down. So making sure you're having some veggies or protein beforehand before dipping into your carbohydrates. Okay, so some easy non-cook or very minimal cook options are microwave rice. I used to love, still kind of do, but like when I was single, I used to use this all of the time. Microwave rice, so easy. Already flavored, amazing, like super simple. You can do a baked potato in a microwave. You can buy the little silicone bags, bake a potato in the microwave. It takes literally no time. Bread. People are like, whoa, bread, Steph? Yeah, maybe not white Wonder Bread, right? But like whole grain bread. Like I have one that I love. It's Country Harvest brand. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else. I get it in Canada, so I don't know if there's got to be some sort of quinoa flax blend somewhere else too. But 2 slices packs like 11 grams of protein and 7 or 6 grams of fiber. I can't remember. So like that actually is super great for you. It's whole grains, there's nuts, there's seeds, there's all those things packed with lots of good whole food sources. So you can utilize bread. You can have wraps, right? Pastas, legumes, like there's quinoa, there's lots of grains that you can have that, you just bulk cook once, doesn't take much, and then you have lots of leftovers, or it doesn't take very long to cook, which is amazing. Healthy fats is the next one. I don't usually typically talk about fats too much because they're very easy to come by in our everyday diet, because we find it in like dressings, olive oil, dairy products. Love me some cheese. So good. It's naturally in a lot of protein sources. So like if there's chicken thigh versus chicken breast, chicken thigh is going to have more fats in it. Dairy is going to have it. Nuts and seeds are high in fat. Olives, avocado, nut butter, so peanut butter, mostly fat, not a ton of protein. Hate to break it to you, but that's the facts. And then of course you want to make sure that you have your fruits and veggies, right? So getting frozen veggies is a great option. I used to buy the little steam bags all the time. Frozen cauliflowered rice. I loved that because sometimes just don't feel like having a salad. When it's minus 40 outside in the Canadian prairies, I am not thinking about having a salad. I want something warm, roasty, toasty, right? So I would usually cook up rice and then cook up some of this cauliflowered rice, mix it together. Very easy way to get some veggies in there. And you can't even tell. It's great. So you can get ones that are already like flavored, for example, but there's so many frozen veggie options that you can do. You can buy canned veggies as well, right? And like toss those into a stir fry or the bagged veggies already. And there you go. You don't even have to like cut them up. You just toss them in the frying pan and you're good to go. You can buy the prepped fruit and veggies. So buying like, ones that are already cut and washed, the fruit trays, the veggie trays, roast a bunch of veggies in advance. This is something I like to do in the wintertime. It's just like roast a big pan of veggies and then I have that for the week. And I can toss it on the side of literally anything. Or like grilled veggies on the barbecue. So delicious. That's not a quick one by any means. But like, if you want to do that, like they're just so good. So good. So those are kind of like the staple pieces of like food options if you don't want to like cook, right? But then what do you do with those ingredients? Super simple. This is like my list of go-tos that I like to utilize during times of busy seasons or when I was like solo, you didn't want to eat the same thing for ever, right? And also foods that your kids will actually enjoy too if you have a family. So simple recipes. Number 1, stir fry. So easy. You can have already pre-cooked shrimp, beef, chicken. You can buy that super easy, right? Cook up some microwave rice and then just saute some veggies in a pan, a wok, or whatever you want to use, right? Buy a different stir fry sauce. Boom, done, easy. So fast. Like if you're already buying most things prepped, all you got to wait for is the veggies to saute, which takes literally no time. Bowls. Big fan of bowls here at Vitality. Coach Beth loves them. I love them. Like the team we're a big bowl family because you can diversify things so well. So you could do like a Greek chicken bowl. So this is, you buy your cooked chicken that's already cooked, right? Very easy. Toss in some rice, some lettuce, tomatoes, onions, peppers, olive and feta cheese if you like. Add some tzatziki, boom, done. Like the thing that will take you the longest is the microwave rice and then cutting up a little bit of veggie, or you buy that already cooked or cut up. Easy peasy. You can do a taco salad. Again, very easy. Burrito bowls. So this can be rice with some taco seasoning in it when you cook it up, which again, you can do microwave ones that are already seasoned, which is amazing. And then you toss in some beans, you toss in some chicken or beef, whatever protein you want to use, some lettuce, peppers, tomatoes, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe some cheese on top because we all love some cheese here. And then like sour cream, avocado, salsa, whatever you want. And it's so quick and easy. You can literally put anything in a bowl, put in some like quinoa, some veggies, some protein. Like all you need is carbs, veggie, protein. That's it. And you can play around with flavors and seasonings and you really don't have to cook anything. I love it. Then we have just our classic protein, carb, veggie. Keep it simple. Meat, potatoes, salad. Maybe you just have some veggie sticks. That's okay. Cut up some cucumbers and carrots with some dip. That's fine. Maybe you're doing like some chicken breast with rice and a salad. Maybe you're doing shrimp with pasta and a starter salad or some roasted veggies or veggies in your pasta, right? Maybe you're buying frozen meatballs. You're buying some tomato sauce or like a pasta sauce already. You cook some high protein pasta. I love Chickpea brand personally. Boom, easy. The thing that takes the longest is just like popping the thing in the oven and walking away, tossing it in the air fryer, boiling some pasta. Super easy. Don't make it complicated. Wraps. Taylor is a big fan of wraps. He likes food that he can eat on the run, which we do not advocate for here. We encourage you to sit and enjoy your meals. But he is a grab and go kind of man. And so wraps, so easy. Buy some protein that's already cooked, whether it's some ground beef, some chicken, some sausage, some shrimp, fish, whatever you want it to be. Add some rice, add some veggies, buy some different sauces. Boom, wrap. Rotisserie chicken, also a great option. I used to do rotisserie chicken with some Frank's Red Hot sauce, teeny bit of ranch, add some rice in there, a little bit of veg and cheese. Boom, done. Delicious. Again, super easy, super simple. Takes literally 2 to 3 minutes to construct if you have everything there, right? Sandwiches, people love to crap on a sandwich. Sandwich is great. So I talked about the bread that I have that has 11 grams of protein or whatever it is with 2 slices. That's solid. And then 7 grams of fiber. Amazing. Pack in some chicken breast or whatever meat I want to put in there. Toss in some veggies, whatever sauce I want. And you're good to go. That can easily be 25 grams of protein right there, just in a sandwich. And then before having that, just maybe have some veggies and dip or some veggies and hummus, just some veg or protein beforehand before you dip into those carbs to help with your blood sugars. Okay, the next one is utilize your crock pot, right? So chilies or the chicken dump recipes, you can find so many of those on Pinterest, so many that are so simple. Sheet pan meals, love these. Toss on your chicken breast, toss on your veggies, throw it in the oven, come back 20 minutes later, your meal is done. You've literally done nothing. Just buy the bags of broccoli already cut up or whatever it is. It takes literally no time and you don't have to quote unquote cook. Fajitas are the same that way. Toss it all on a sheet pan. Tacos, again, very simple. Pasta dishes, like I talked about, very easy. Overnight oats for breakfast. Love this. I make a batch. I have 4 servings. It's great. It's oats, it's milk, it's yogurt, some protein powder. I mix it all up and then I separate it into like 3 or 4 bowls, put some fruit on in the morning. Easy. It takes literally no time. It takes you like 5 minutes to make, and in the morning you grab it and then put some berries on top. You're good to go. Like, life is easy. It's great. Burgers and salad or veggies and dip, very easy. You have bread, you have protein, you have veg. Amazing. Have some fruit in there. Yogurt parfaits. For breakfast, toast and eggs, you guys. Or like air fry some chicken sausage to have with it. I also like breakfast bowls. So this is something that is so easy because it's just leftovers. So I might have some greens in there. I'll toss in whatever protein we have from the night before, whether it's chicken, whether it's taco meat, or whatever we had for food. I'll toss in some air fryer tater tots or some roasted potatoes or some rice, whatever I need for a carb in there. I might toss like a microwave poached egg in there, which takes like not even a minute in the microwave, right? You buy the little egg poachers. And then I top it with like Dijon mustard or whatever kind of seasoning I want. And again, it takes literally no time because you're just grabbing stuff you already have. But yeah, toast and eggs, great option, you guys. Or I love me some Costco stuffed peppers. So they're actually so packed. Like you have 1 pepper in there. So I'd definitely have like a salad or something else with it, but it's packed with ground beef. It's got rice in it, so it has some carbs. It's actually a really solid meal. And all you got to do is just pop it in the oven and then you got 6 peppers there, right? So don't be afraid to look in the frozen food aisles of things that are already made and just go through your list. Does this have protein? Does this have carbs? Does it have veggies? If it's missing something, then you just add to it. How do I make this a more balanced meal? How do I ensure my plate has 1/4 of protein, 1/4 of starchy carbs, and then half a plate of like fruit and veg? How do I add to that? We don't have to make it so complicated. Keep it simple. You don't have to be a gourmet chef. Utilize the frozen stuff, the pre-made stuff. There is nothing wrong with that because I personally would rather spend a little bit more money, get myself those peppers, than like opt in for pizza every week, because the peppers to cook it's not that much, right? Like you just got to plan for it a little bit, but you're going to have leftovers from that versus leftovers from pizza. Which one's going to like help you with your health goals more, right? That doesn't mean you can't have the pizza, but like if you're going to have the pizza, how do I make it more balanced? How do I add a little bit more protein? How do I add some veggies? So maybe you're having a salad and I don't know, maybe you're popping some chicken tenders in the air fryer, right? Just to make it a bigger, more balanced meal, right? Because it's more heavily on the carb side. So we got to make sure we get some more protein and veg in there. So it doesn't have to be this super time consuming thing. It just takes a little bit of practice figuring out what those staples are for you. Like we have coaches that love their canned tuna, their canned chicken. Like, you figure out what your go-to simple staples are, and then it's very easy to build things up together. Okay, so I hope this was helpful in terms of like how to actually eat well without having to cook, because sometimes we just don't want to, right? So hopefully there were some things in there that were helpful that you can jot down. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I am always happy to help. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.